Hi folks, I hope that you guys are doing pretty well. So today is Tuesday, the 17th of September 2024, and in this video, I want to pose a question to you if you like. What does your feet symbolize in God? I think this is a good question because there are many scriptures here that gives us a good description of what your feet symbolizes in God and the importance of that. You know. In other words, you need to wash your feet and walk holy with God. You know, your feet symbolizes your walk with God. In other words, your walk with God has to be sinless. Okay, that's why your feet are so important. You know, if you read Exodus chapter 3 verse 5, God orders Moses to take off his shoes because he's standing in holy ground in front of God. You know, it's almost as if God is saying, you Moses, you have to walk in my sight without sin. Okay, so let me show you the scripture here. If you go to the book of Exodus, okay, chapter 3, verse 5, and he said, "This is God. Draw not, draw not nigh hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground." Okay, so we begin to see this symbolism, if you like, in Exodus 3 5. You know, how God is making it clear that our walk with God has to be holy, you know, and so our feet symbolizes, if you like, in that our walk has to be holy, you know. And then we're going to be reading a lot of scriptures here in John, okay? For example, in John 11:2, Mary anointed the Lord with ointment and wiped his feet with her hair. It's an action in which Mary, if you like, is saying to Jesus, I'm wiping your feet because you are the most holy, and all of us have to walk in your feet, uh, you know, following you in your feet, if you like, being holy with you, with God. So let me take you to those scriptures in John 11:2, okay? So I got a page marker here. So here we go, folks. John, go to the book of John, okay? Chapter 11, verse 2. And it was Mary which anointed the Lord with ointment and wiped his feet with her hair, whose brother Lazarus was sick, So again, we see Mary here wiping Jesus' feet as is to say, by this section that you are the most holy, and all of us that follow you, be it me, Mary, or Lazarus, all of us, have to wash our feet, if you like, in symbolism that we need to be holy in walking with God, if you like, okay? So then if we read, for example, John chapter 13, verse 6, Peter says to the Lord, "Do you wash my feet?" I'm just paraphrasing here, okay? So let us go to John chapter 13, verse 6, okay? Then cometh he to Simon Peter, and Peter said unto him, Lord, does you wash my feet? And in verse 7, Jesus says, answered and said unto him, What I do knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. So in other words, Jesus is saying, you don't realize, the symbolism, if you like, okay, of what me, Jesus, washing your feet really means. It means that as I wash your feet and anoint you as my apostles, you need to be walking holy with me, okay? So this is the symbolism of the feet, okay? And then in John 13:8, Peter said unto him, Thou shalt never wash my feet. Jesus answered him, if I don't wash you, you have no part in me. Classic, the most classic one that tells us here about the symbolism, Jesus is saying, if I don't wash your feet, if you like, paraphrasing, you have no part in me. Why is that? Because your feet is symbolizing your walk. Okay, your feet is symbolizing your walk with God. And Jesus quite clearly telling him here, if I don't wash your feet, you have no part with me. Okay? And then in verse 10, Jesus said to him, he that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit, and you are clean, but not all. Okay, the not all he's referring to the one that's going to betray him. Okay, Judas Iscariot. But do you see, folks, how in these scriptures, okay, beginning with Exodus, when God ordered Moses to take off his shoes, it begins the symbolism, if you like, of the feet, the washing of the feet, and that our walk with God has to be holy, And then, the symbolism is represented in all the scriptures. In John 11:2, like I said before, Mary anoints the Lord with ointment and wipes his feet with her hair. Peter says to the Lord, do you wash my feet? And then in 13:8, if I don't wash your feet, you have no part with me. See, classic, 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 classic. Your walk with the Lord has to be holy. Okay. And then in verse 13:10 here, he that is washed is clean. Just paraphrasing. So just remember, folks. That your feet is symbolic of walking with God in a holy way. Okay. All right, folks. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.